Good. Hey, great. Oh, お願いします。
お願いします。
Just loosen up a little bit. Okay, front and back. Okay, side to side. Okay, great, rotating. Inside, outside. Good. Open up nicely, breath in. Down the spine. Just one more time. Back up to connect to the shoulders. forwards. Pulsating out. So, and go forwards. Okay, stretching up and over to the side. Twisting to the back of the elbows. Okay, now with the hands. Just loosen up the arms with the hips. Circling the hips. Change in direction. Straighten the knees. Get it down. Rolling them out. Rolling the ankles. Gently working the toes. Circling off the floor. Straighten through the leg. Carefully changing the side. Working the toes.
circling off the ground. Right into the toes. A little bit. Let's come a little bit wider with the legs. And we can side to side. Over on one side. Okay, you know what? Bring the toes up. You know what? Looks like it's here to the hip. You're reaching on the same side, bringing up the opposite arm. Over into the spiral. And slowly releasing, changing the leg. And bring the arm down. Chin the hand up over the top. Great. Okay, bring the hands down, shoot the legs back, and just trailing out the back legs, the heels. Stretching back a little bit, pressing through the shoulders. Okay, walking the feet towards the hands. Let the body fall forward, release the head. Nice and slowly. Back up to the top. Next to standing. Okay. Able to stick it into the wrist, rolling the wrist out. Both ways. Palms together. Fingertips. And clenching the fists. Okay, going to go into the hand. Changing over. 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 Good, changing the sides. Into a Mikkyo. Changing the hand. Into a Sankyo. Good, changing over that. Great, and onto the fingers and back. Good, changing over. Great, shaking them out. Up and down. Side to side. And rolling down the arms. Keep your legs out. Shaking out the whole body. Just make it smaller and smaller. Good. Okay, take a bokken. And we'll look at a little bit of Sankyo today. We'll give it a try. See if we can do it. Okay, perfect. Great. We'll just take it to a little bit of number one, the 𝒊𝒏𝒈. Back, cutting in. Okay, good. Take it into Zengo. Giri. Great. Okay, take it into number 5. Just work on the spot. Go to the left and right side of your comment. Push. Great, and just take it into a short version of number 7. So you come up to the top, cut in on the right, first on the left, back. So nice condensed up to the top. Okay, great. So we're going to look at some of the movements in the 5th Kumitachi, sorry. And they've got some interesting movement, and they link in a little bit with some of the movements of the Sankyo movement. So we'll just only look at the defend, sorry, the Ukitachi in this case. So what you're going to do, the first move is this stepping off the line, coming here to this position. Okay. We'll do these first 2 movements. So you're going to do this left side cut, and then this backside. Yokomi this way. So you're coming in with the left leg, cutting in, and then you're stepping back, cutting down. Got these two nice one round movement, and another bringing the body back, stepping back for the cut. Good, good. Yeah, good. The main thing here, and also as we take this into Sankhya, one of the common thing with the Sankhya is over reliance on the arms with the body. So we do things like this and this and this and this kind of stuff. So the center gets kind of left behind with it. So just play with this idea here that the arms are basically connecting into the center. So give the movement in this case to the hips in the center, and let the arms really kind of relax through it this way. And also from this position, it's really easy to do that kind of thing with the arms, and the center kind of pulls back. So allow the center to kind of really guide the arms in. Think about all these kind of swinging exercises we do. It's the same idea, but just give the movement to the center. And allow the arms to really connect into the work of the hips. It's a little bit tricky when we do these little bit more complex movements, swinging around and stepping back in this case. Yeah, good. That's nice. Okay, good. Good. Okay, good. We'll go to the second set of movements and we'll link them all together next. So you've got this kind of wedging in with the hip now, raising up. Yeah, and then you're defending the strike coming to the leg. So you've got a curl to the left side, that kind of position here, and nice and low with the body. And then here you've got another back step, so you're coming back, yeah, and wedging into the cut this way. So you're drawing up, and then coiling in, and then sinking back, cutting to finish. So you go up, in, set, finish. That same kind of idea, just a little bit more complex because you're bringing the body down to this cut. This cut. That same idea, let the center guide the sword in the arms. But okay, bring it in together now. So you've got these kind of 4 movements. And in, back, up, coiling in, and then finish. Lots of big movements, lots of footwork, lots of hip work. And control it. Oh, that's wrong. Oh. Okay, the last few with this, just play with bringing these movements together. So use this position as a kind of natural stopping point. So does this to this. And basically, this is the point in the cattle, I'm basically controlling the center line. And then from here, coming up, this, and finishing it. So just bring those 2 parts together now. But allow yourself, this. That's where I'm really tracking back onto the center line. And then here I'm looking to come up, defense, comes to the knee, and I finish it. Again. Just let's kind of blend these movements together now, especially looking at the footwork. Let the feet be really supple. Whoa. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, great. Great. So we'll look at the Sankyo technique working from a Shomanuchi. If you want, use the bokken for this. We'll kind of step by step, and look at the technique. And just show you the original form. It makes a bit more sense if you look at it's now considered like a henka or an applied form, or a variation form on the Sankyo, but it makes sense in terms of the structure for it. But we'll do the basic as we've got it now. But the main thing here is if you think about it's a kind of progression. You've got the ikkyo here, where we'll take the wrist, the base of the wrist, and then drop it in. You've got the nikyo where I open that up and I take the hand this way. And then in the Sankyo progression that we originally had, but we still have this technique, but it's just as a variation now, is you go right to the end of it and you take the fingers, and then you're coming into this position here. So you're bringing the hand up, and then I find the Sankyo this way. So it works a nice progression going from there to the hand to the fingers. And this really makes sense in terms of it, but the basic now is we've got it starts with the ikkyo and then takes a progression into the Sankyo. So it gives you more time to find the Sankyo. And this one of finding the things a little bit more trickier. So we'll look at it maybe as a variation, but we'll go to the basic one first. So you start with the ikkyo. This is the basic ikkyo shomanuchi. So you're coming up here, bringing out to the side, and just look for that same ikkyo dropping in. And then from here, you don't step directly in. You just step into the side and control. So the first thing is getting that feeling of control here. And the key hand here is this extending a little bit away, and this hand pressure down. Okay. Now to transition into the Sankyo, what you do is you keep that pressure on this and the structure of the body in. So what you're doing now is you're going to slide down the inside of the bokken here with that. But as you release this, keep the pressure on the body here. And then what you're doing is you're sliding this hand to this one. Okay. So we'll just do that, just that first part. The key thing is keeping this tension in the body as you do it. So you're starting here, coming into the shoman, open it out to the ikkyo, drop the hips in, and then step in, keep that pressure, keep that hand extended, the right hand into this, and then you open here, and then slide that hand down to meet it. That way. You just want to feel nice and balanced control. You don't want to feel that you're kind of leaning over, and I've lost that tension here. To that kind of position. Just work that on both sides. It's a little bit tricky with the bokken, but if you find the bokken's kind of getting in the way and you know it, just do it kind of empty-handed. And if you've got a nice pink pool noodle, use that because it's better. Right. That's it. Yeah, good. Yeah, what you'll tend to find happening with this is kind of natural in a way. That I tend to follow the hand, so I end up in a position something like this. So the body starts to kind of look towards this, and I lose this control of it. So just really take your time with this, find that position. Think about the center, basically still controlling the arm here. So this is stretched out, and then this comes in here. So I'm looking for that kind of control, but just watch for this case that the head starts to kind of follow the hands. The key thing you want to work on with this, it's like when you do the saw work, you want to allow the hands to do what they're doing without me needing to kind of watch them or watch the body. So just play with this again, but get the feeling that my focus is kind of out and here, that position, come to that. But just watch what it's natural in a way. I want to watch the hands, watch what they're doing, but it tends to twist the posture up as I do it.
And that step, Michael, that you make after doing the ikkyo, is it sort of, are you bringing the feet right square on?
You're still
1 foot forward.
Yeah, you're still in a hand me, so you're yeah, got that. Now you're coming into that position. So I'm in. I've still got 1 foot forward, so I'm in that kind of position. It's a little bit deeper though because it's in that kind of position here, but I don't want to be in that position where I'm kind of where the feet are kind of like in a kind of squatting position. So you still want that kind of hand, because also this gives you this kind of wedge position with the front hip, where I can basically keep that pressure on. Whereas if I do that, it tends to leak everything to the side in a way.
Yeah.
So yeah, you still want the foot forward in this case. Yeah, right. Huh. So now you're looking for the transition in the hands. So you've got this position here, you release this, come underneath it. Now what you're looking to do is transition the grip here to this hand. So you've got this, and then this is going to open out and cut into the palm, into the hand this way. So you've got this. Just play, this is a tricky position to get here. Just play with this. But the idea here is keep that. Now as you do this, you're going to open this and cut into that hand this way. So you're doing like that. So it's like a transition across the hand this way. This one comes in, and then this opens, and then a little bit of pressure into the palm to kind of close the grip. Yeah, and just looking for that to be kind of seamless. That. This is tricky. This is the tricky part into it, because I'm looking to. This is the point when I'm getting the sankyo on the hand that way. And once that grip's on now, I don't lose it. So that this is a really crucial point. Because if I kind of misalign that grip, I don't really get the sankyo. So take your time with this, but really find that. And then you want that grip really sealed here, connecting with the hips. There's a few kind of tricky moments in this. That's it. Yeah. Good. Right. Yeah. The next step from here is a little subtle one, but you've got that, this, you find that grip, you open it out, and then this movement, I pin it to my chest. That, and this is really just that you can do this with both hands. And sometimes if people have kind of a problem with the grip and they've got maybe small hands, the partner has bigger hands, then I use basically both hands to do this. But for the basic pattern, if I can, I get this, and then I link it into the center here. And then this arm's free. You've got that position, it locks in. We'll just play with this. You've got the step coming in. And as you go in, you strike with the back hand this way. Okay. So just play with that. You've got that. This pins to the chest. And then this hand's basically in the position where I can step in, strike to the head, and step in that way. And you want that, this is the 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒂𝒄 version. So that strike is coming here, right to the front. In this case, the 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒂𝒄, I want to displace the person back out of the space. So we're in this position. I want to go in and get them moving into that space so that I can start to control the joint. Just play with that 𝒂𝒕𝒔. This is one of those, the 𝒂𝒕𝒔 in a way, it's not really necessary, but it puts you in the right position in terms of the angle, and it gets you moving it right into the right space where I need to be going. That's see that, pin it to the chest and striking. Yeah. And this is another case where the 𝒂𝒕𝒔 is really linked in with the bodywork. So once you've got this, what you want to do is this. So it's like a kind of spiraling movement. It's really from that back here, this motion, this motion, this and this coming in. You've got that kind of a curling way. It's a bit like kind of a hooker, but it's coming from below. backward. So it's a really kind of sharp. This is a good attempt because the person really can't see it. It's coming from right underneath their vision. So this is a really nice attempt to use. Nice. Nice. Yeah, jump good. Great. So let's see. Great. So we just take the last step. Let's go into the pin. So you've got this position, this pin into the chest. You step in, change the direction, and then from here, this hand that's got the 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒃 over it rolls down with the leg. So it does this kind of cutting motion. And then this in the form, I take the back of the elbow. So you're in this position on the back of the elbow. This is rolling out. Yeah, and this is catching onto the elbow. But see this like a kind of attemming. So I'm going to draw it back with the leg this way. You do it with a grip, but you've got that and you draw the person back with it. So you've got this position, this, coming in, draw this out with this leg, yeah, and then press them back with it. You just draw the whole body back with it. And then from here, you're going to take a step. That's where you can find the pin. And then come up, find the pin this way. But just focus on that kind of step in and then draw back with the body. So this is the 𝒊𝒔𝒕. We start with the 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒖𝒊𝒔. Change to the 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒖𝒊𝒔. Good. So we'll take this to the 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄, and then we'll come back to both of them. So same thing in this case, you start with the 𝒂𝒄𝒄, going to the 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄 first, so you're stepping in with the leg, you're taking the wrist, coming to the side this way. I just want to finish in this position here. Similar idea here, you've got this. The difference now is, again, keep that pressure. You're going to use both hands to do it. So you close this one on, you open this out, you want to be moving the arm up this way. This way, you've got more extension. And in this case, you're doing this. You've got, in this case, rather than the 𝒊𝒂𝒃, what you're looking for is that spiral, right? Shift the person back and then collect it. In the 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄, you're looking for a lift up. So I'm looking for this position in the person. That basically lifts them out of the ground so that I can cut them to the back this way. So put this to the side, this same idea, but take both hands out, a little bit more extension out. This, and then we'll do the finish here. You've got two steps here. Release the right hand, keep the left on it. You're going to work the feet together. Left hand left first, go back, and then the right hand releases, and I find the back of the elbow again. And I'm going to do that, the cut back with that leg this way. So you're working these 2 feet together, 2 big steps. Got one, change both hands on. Keep that tension in the right hand, that's the 𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒃. And then here you drop right leg back. Here, find the elbow, left leg back. Here, keeping that pressure on. Give it a try. I think you could just do it with the bottom, but if it's bit strange, just try it empty-handed. So in this case, you start ikkyo ura, and then you transition into the sankyo. So. Wow. Great. Good. The main thing here again is like the sword where you want to reconnect the center, the arms to the center. So two things you want to look for with the sankyo. You're looking for this spiral which passes through the joint. So you're really looking for the joint to be coiling up this way. So the wrist gets drawn. Use the end of the wrist and the fingers to really open and twist that. And you want this connection to kind of spiral through. You take the elbow, so you're taking the shoulder out of position, and then you're trying to, in the case of the pin, control the back. So that means that what I need to do is basically extend this arm away to open up the back of the spine this way. So both of these, whether it's the mote this way or the ura which goes this way, I need to keep that extension out here. So when you do this, just play with, just the last couple of minutes, play with from this position. You either do the mote this way, coming in, but just think about now this extension of this hand. So the sankyo grips there, and think about this coming out this way. So it's really like when we were the sword with these kind of slicing movements, and the movement we did just now with the number 4, these kind of movements, these kind of spiraling, kind of slicing movements. Those are really working now here with the sankyo. And just play with that position, this. And also the urawaza is the same, that movement, and then this together, slicing. But I really try and keep this extension out with this hand. So this. So all the time that extension and the slack is out of the joint. So you've got control of it, and you've got the joint basically locked out in a spiral. Give it a try. Last couple of minutes. Any questions? Let me know. No. As you're doing it, just think about those movements with the sword, that connection from the center to the arms. It's the same, but it's just a bit, it's more circular and it's more extended out. I think you're on mute.
The automotive version, when you turn in, that's a Tenkai or not?
Let's see. You got that position, that. You're stepping in and then drawing that leg back. So it's an irimi. Wait, it's more like an irimi tenkai. So you're stepping in. Yeah, changing the direction that, and then this cuts back that way.
Yeah, and then you go directly back.
Yeah, and yeah, well, I've got them basically pinned in that position. Then I drop them back that way for the pin this way and this one. So that leg kind of cuts back later, but I basically finish for the kihon that position where I basically draw them back in next and really stable in that. It's like tiny anchor. I've got that position, and the person's basically drawn out totally. So that's a kind of step in rotation, turn back, kind of Rumi Tenkai. Adapted. Okay, let's here. Great. Okay, good. Yeah, the main problem with this, especially like the first one, I'm kind of learning them and trying to really get the precision in the technique. So obviously all this work with the hands, like which hand does what and which order and all these kind of things, and which foot, where does the foot go, and how do I rotate the body that way? All those points really, really important. Once you kind of lock those in, start to really think about the quality of the movement. So again, it's really coming back to the sword and the use of the weapons that we do, all the qualities that we work on with the sword, trying to impart those into the intended work. And the same relationship with the sword work. I'm also thinking in terms of like these kind of movements, think about how we use them in the Taijutsu work as well. So it's trying to just be aware of them as we're kind of training this, especially solo. And then I basically use the partner work as feedback on my ability to connect into those kind of structures with the body. So, okay, but not the easiest of techniques to work with solo Sankhya. But anyway, you did it. Give it a try. We'll stop there. Okay. Hey, domo arigatou gozaimasu. Great. Here we go.
Thank you.